Managing your state is powerful, because you may have seen me, the ones who know me more than other ones, you may have seen me, like, you know, on the lives, you may have seen me in real life. People think I'm fucking bouncing off my head all the time. I'm not. But I can manage my state, so I know how to almost turn it on and off, and how to be the person I need to be, and in that mindset at any given time. I can manage my state very well. Not always, of course, and have my faults, of course, I'm not perfect. But when you can optimize managing your state, you can control your mindset. Lots of people say, I ask people all the time, do you control your mind? Do you control your mindset and your emotions, or do they control you? Most people say, I do my best, but there are times when they control me. Having that control, learning how to take control of your state and how to take control of your emotions, is making your emotions work for you, not them, you work for them. Because so many people are a slave to their emotions. If your emotions if you're emotional today, you let that take control of you, rather than you taking control back of your emotions. And this is where your mindset comes in, because when your emotions are strong. Emotions are the most powerful emotion, right? They're emotions. Whether you feel happy, whether you feel sad, motivated, unmotivated, your emotions are powerful. But your mind controls your emotions. Your mind, and this is the fucking statement you should write on your fucking fridge. My mind controls my emotions. And when you realize that, and you recognize that, you then, when you're feeling any form of emotion that you don't want to feel, my mind controls my emotions. So what do I need to control? I need to control my mind. How do I control my mind? Well, that's when we now go back to strategy, we now back to story, and then ultimately it's down to your mindset, your state. How do I control my state? What can I do to get an instant change in my state right now? Now, there's lots of ways that people do. For example, people put on music, they dance around. That's a state management tool. If you put on happy, feel-good music, people feel better from that. People dance around the kitchen, people do all of this stuff. There's a small strategy. I think that's more of a tactic than a strategy. The difference between a tactic and a strategy is a tactic is not a gimmick, but a tactic is something that's short-term. It's a short-term tactic. It's a theory in practice. A tactic is a theory in practice. Strategy is the theoretical side of it. A strategy is a thought-out thing that you're planning. It's a strategy rather than a tactic. Having strategies to manage your state and change your state is the most powerful thing ever, because when, as I say, your emotions are the most powerful thing. But what controls your emotions? Your mind. I almost want you to repeat. I just wish you were all live with me right now not in my car, because we'll all be squashed. But if you were right in front of me right now, I'd be like, I want you to repeat back to me. Who controls your emotions? I do. What controls your emotions? My mind controls my emotions. My mind controls my emotions. And who controls your mind? Me. I control my mind. My mind controls my emotions. I'm in control of me. I am in control of me. Taking ownership. I made me do that, say that, act that way. No one made me do anything. No one makes me do anything. No one makes you do anything. My mind controls my emotions. I control my mind. That is it. Once you have that and you take that ownership and that is your stance, nothing will break that. I control my mind controls my emotions, and my emotions are powerful, powerful motivators. So how do I control them? How do I get my emotions right? I control my mind. Who controls my mind? Me. I make choices. You make choices every single day to either go one way or go the other way. And it's your choices every single day that determine the quality of your life. This is why I trot on about my victim mindset all the time. You make choices. I make choices. We make choices every single day. Which mindset we want to be in and how we want that to take control of our emotions. If you want someone to get their tiny, tiny little fucking violin out for you, you'll ask them to. Whether you ask them directly, hey, cry me a river, or whether you put something on someone to get somebody to give you an emotional response you want, you'll do it. We'll all find ways, as I've already told you, to meet our human needs with either positive actions, with negative actions, or neutral actions. We'll do something to meet our human need. For example, if we want to get control over our emotions, we're looking for certainty. We're looking for certainty that things are going to be okay because we're emotional. So we look for certainty. And then how we do that is we go, sometimes, a lot of the times, we choose things that are not going to be helpful, not going to be constructive, and we let our mindset be negative and then make our emotions negative. And our emotions then feed our mindset, and our emotions get in a fucking pissing match about who can make the other one feel worse. Whereas when you feel shit in your emotions, when you wake up and you just don't feel bouncy, my mind controls my emotions. Who controls my mind? Me. What can I do right now to change this? What can I do right now? So many people go, I don't know what I can do. You do know. It's very individualized. You know what's going to make you happy. You know things instantly that can make you have a smile in your face. Get your phone out, look at some pictures of your children, put some music on. I'm talking these small things that just give you a spark. Run up and down the stairs, jump up and down on spot, do some fucking star jumps. These are all random things that people I know do that just give them, they feel ridiculous, but they realize I control my mindset controls my emotions, I control my emotions, my mindset, and me. It's like a riddle, right? And the more you think this, the more you believe this, because it's fucking true, but the more you believe this, the more you embody this, the more control that you have. And now this is where it leads me, segments beautifully onto control. When you feel out of control, you are not in control, obviously, of your emotions. This is what happens when you have a relationship breakup. You feel out of control. And when you feel like you don't have control of a situation, your emotions take over, because your mind controls your emotions and your emotions are controlled by you and your mind, right? When you feel out of control and when you're not in control of a situation because someone's left you, cheated on you, hurt you, you aren't in control. You may not even think that you're a control freak or even interested in control at all. I'm not interested in control until your power is taken away from you. Until someone takes away your power, your opinion, your voice, and your control on anything, you're now powerless. You have no influence and no control. Now, some people will resonate massively with this and be like, this is me. I'm a control freak. Other people won't think they're a control freak at all. You don't need to be a control freak. But when you are out of control, when you do not have control of a situation, you don't have control of your emotions, and your emotions have control of you. And this is what 99% of people, especially people who've gone through a breakup, have. You are out of control. You do not have control of the situation. You do not have control of yourself. That's why you do not have control of your emotions, and you are up and you are down and you are all over, because you're fighting desperately to have some element of control. Because if you blame them, or you blame him, or you blame someone else, or you blame something else, you are trying to get control. Give me some control. Fuck you. Get out of my life. I hate you. I'm so sad. Whatever it is you're doing, you're trying to get control. So many people don't see this. All it's about is having control. We want to have control on our own life. We want to be the captain of our own ship. We want to be the driver. When someone takes away your control, when someone takes away your voice, when someone takes away your influence, you feel out of control. When you're out of control and you don't have any influence on a situation, you try desperately to get it back. And this is where your emotions take over, and your mind is in that place where you're going, I need to get control. Step back. Your mind controls your emotions, and you control your mind. Take a step back. Take a step back. It's about control. It's all about control. And this is not, you don't have to be a control freak. You're not trying to manipulate someone and have, puppet on a string. It's the control of your own life. You do not feel like you're in control of your own life, your own destiny, your own children. You feel out of control. When you're out of control, you spiral.